Hello viewers, Simon Preston back here again, and I'm going to give you a few tidbits on the Jamaica national team. Many of our players our fans are not familiar with, and I'm going to give you just a bit of insight into our players so that you're more familiar with them and just some brief facts about them. Adrian Mariappa. Adrian Mariappa made his debut for Jamaica in May of 2012 in a 1-0 win over Guyana at the Montego Bay Sports Complex in Montego Bay, St. James, Jamaica. He started at the heart of the defence alongside Nyron Nosworthy, who was also making his debut for Jamaica on that occasion. Darren Mattox. Darren Mattox, who was a former Bridgeport High School football player, has 12 goals in his last 16 international matches for Jamaica. Can he continue this purple patch of form? Only time will tell, but Darren Mattox has that tenacity, that drive, and the skill, the pace, to ensure to give Jamaica that up thrust and that attacking thrust in CONCACAF. Dwayne Miller. Dwayne Miller made his debut for Jamaica at 19 years old under then head coach at the time Bora Milutinovic in a 2-0 win over Malaysia. Dwayne Miller was 19 years old at the time, and standing at 6 foot 3 inches tall, he rose to the occasion, making 8 saves in that encounter. Kemar Lawrence. Kemar Lawrence made his impression at the international stage when he was 18 years old, not for the senior national team but for the Jamaica Under-20 team at the 2011 edition of the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship in Honduras. Wes Morgan. Wes Morgan made his debut for Jamaica in September 2013 in a 0-0 draw against Panama. Wes Morgan now is currently captain of the Reggae Boys. Demar Phillips. Demar Phillips is that tricky type of player. Did you know that Demar Phillips played with Stoke City between 2007 and 2009? He didn't play many games, but he was part of that Premier League squad during that 2008-2009 season, and he also made a few appearances in the League Cup that season. Rudolph Austin. Did you know that Rudolph Austin has over 80 appearances for Jamaica? Rudolph Austin was also the MVP of the Caribbean Cup in 2010, where Jamaica beat Guadeloupe in the final 5-4 on penalties. Deva Orgil. Deva Orgil is Jamaica's highest goal scorer at the under-17 level. Orgil scored 12 goals in 6 matches for Jamaica at that level. Quite a remarkable record indeed. And Deva Orgil was also on the score sheet when Jamaica beat the United States for the first time at any level. That was at the Under-17 CONCACAF Championship in 2007 here in Jamaica, where we beat the United States Under-17 team 3-2. After being down 2-0 after 83 minutes, Deva Orgil found that equalising goal to make it 2-2, and then a few minutes later, through a penalty kick, John Ross Doyley sealed Jamaica's 3-2 victory on that occasion. Lee Williamson. Did you know Lee Williamson was called into the Jamaica national team in 2008 under Rennie Simoes? He's now made his debut, as he did against Nicaragua, in a 2-0 victory in Nicaragua to take Jamaica to the semi-final round of the qualifiers. Ryan Thompson. Did you know that Ryan Thompson, who was also nicknamed Godda, attended Arden High School, and he's the first Jamaican to play in the UEFA Champions League? He played in the UEFA Champions League in 2011, representing Shamrock Rovers. That's quite a distinguished record to have, seeing a Jamaican playing in Europe. And he also played later that season in the UEFA Europa League group stages with Shamrock Rovers. It was the first time an Irish club ever made it to the group stages of a European tournament, and they got to battle with the heavyweights of Europe as well. Not necessarily in the Champions League format with the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid as well, but the likes of Tottenham, Young Boys of Switzerland, and other competitive European outlets. So he's truly made an impression for himself in those occasions, and he's come back into the Jamaican fold as well. He made his debut for Jamaica on November 26, 2004 in an 11-1 victory over the US Virgin Islands at the Gerard Park Stadium. That was quite an emphatic victory for Jamaica, where Luton Shelton got on that score sheet as well, Roland Dean, and Jamaica eventually went on to win the Caribbean Cup that year as well, winning in 2005, which would be a few months later. Alvas Powell. Did you know Alvas Powell made his debut for Jamaica in 2012, the senior national team, at 18 years old? He did so in a 0-0 draw against Martinique in the 2012 Caribbean Cup in Antigua and Barbuda. Have you enjoyed all of these tidbit facts? Let me know. Put a comment in below, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content.